What's going on YouTube? GJ here with GOKU Gaming, bringing you another Dragon Ball DAIMA review. We are talking about Dragon Ball DAIMA episode 5, of course. That it was, this show is just, I love this show. People look at me and be like, oh, you just saying that because you're a diehard Dragon Ball fan. And that's true. I am a diehard Dragon Ball fan, bro. I fucks with Dragon Ball. Dragon Ball can do no fucking wrong to me. I don't give a fuck what no one says. Except for that piece of shit that GT was. I'm sorry. I don't like GT, bro. I don't hate GT, but I just don't like GT, bro. There's just so much wrong, in my opinion, with GT. Yes, there's so much wrong with Super, but I fucks with the Super heavy. I love Dragon Ball Super. But this show right here, this show is probably better than Dragon Ball Super, in my opinion. Better than GT, better than Super. I'm not so sure about Z and OG just yet, but it is definitely up there with those two. This show is just amazing, okay? First of all, the theme, banger. I don't know how, that shit's been playing in my head all week, bro. I just love the fucking opening theme to Dragon Ball DAIMA. It is so fucking good. But anyways, let's talk about this episode. So, of course, we pick back up where Pansy had left off with running into... Oh, that car was fucking loud. I'm sorry about that. But where Pansy left off, following the Goku gang, behind them or whatever. So she beats them up or whatever, tells Goku he's strong and whatnot. And she's like, how'd you get so strong? And Goku pretty much tells her, bro, I just train. You know what I'm saying? I'd be out there in a hyperbolic time chamber training in 85,000 times gravity. And she's just looking at him what? What are you talking about? And Goku's training, you know what I'm saying? Is that so confusing to you? People playing music, bro. I'm in my truck recording this because I'm about to head into the gym. But yeah, Goku's why are you so confused by that or whatever? And anyway, she notices Goku's ears are round, right? And she's like, you got round ears, where are you from? And Glorio's like, hey, you asking too many questions, thug. He is from the second demon planet, and she's she's kind of skeptical. It's she don't believe him, but she really don't know if should she question them or not. And there's kind of the whole thing as they're heading to the castle, for this episode, her and Glorio kind of going back and forth or whatever. You can tell he don't care for her. He doesn't exactly know who she is until later on in the episode, but he don't care for her or whatever. And he's kind of shutting her out every which way. So as they kind of take off, Pansy's like, nope, I'm following y'all. I'm trying to, she's nosy. She wants to see what's going on or whatever. She tells him she knows the easier way to get to the castle. And they head off. They cut back to the Goma's I guess goon squad from the other episode where Goku whipped their ass, and they pretty much put a hit out on Goku. Dude's like, hey, find the spiky haired kid or whatever. So they are, of course, looking for Goku. He is a wanted man in the demon realm. Goku asks Pansy her name. Pansy's like, name's Pansy, bruh. Goku's like, that's fucking weird. He's like, that's fucking weird. And she's like, well, what's your name? He's like, Goku. And she's like, nigga, your name weird. And he's like, well, my other name's Kakarot. And she's like, you got two weird names. And Goku's like, damn, G, for real? You just think I'm weird, And so she asked Goku, she's like, hey, what kind of magic were you using back there? And Goku is the most oblivious person in all of Dragon Ball, of course. So he's not really good at hiding shit from people, right? And I'm so surprised that she hadn't caught on to all the shit that Goku was saying and denying and stuff like that. But Goku's like, what are you talking about, magic? And she's like, yeah, the magic you use. So this dumbass pulls out his fucking tongue to touch his nose. And she's like, that's not magic, nigga. I'm gonna show you real magic. And of course she does the Jedi shit where she moves the rocks. But as she does that, she's struggling. Like, it looks like it's like putting a strain on her to move the rocks. And I don't know. I don't know how strong she's supposed to be. Obviously, you know, from the last episode, she don't seem that strong. But if she has magic at her age, like, and you would think she would be strong. And we'll kind of get to her age here in a bit. But she says her real magic is her being good with machines, kind of like Bulma is. And so I'm pretty sure it's going to come into play in the next episode because of what happens at the end of this episode. So anyways, they're still walking on, and they show this like cool looking dragon. Looks dope as fuck. Pansy, of course, notices that Shin is a Glen. She tells him like, hey, you know, there's a Glen that was with Goma. His name is Degasu. And Shin kind of just plays it off like, yeah, I don't know that nigga. But she also says that most of the Glens have left the demon realm. So that kind of makes me wonder, like, are all the Kais considered Glens? And if they are all the Kais of the other universes also considered Glens, and they're also from the demon realm? That's kind of something I would love for them to touch on, especially when Super comes back. I hope they could really do a evil Kai kind of thing versus like the good Kais. And I think that would honestly, I think that would really be dope. Now, of course, they can't do like evil angels type. I mean, I guess they could do evil angels type of thing, but like the angels don't have pointy ears, so they're definitely not from the demon realm. Unless like there's, you know, where are the angels from? Like, I don't know if Super ever touched on that. I'm like, the inclusion of the demon realm and like the pointy ears and stuff like that really makes me so excited for when Super comes back to like further this story. Goku keeps getting Glorio's name wrong. I didn't notice it, but he kept saying Golorio instead of Glorio. And Glorio always like corrects him, and every time he's correcting him, I'm always like, why does he keep correcting him? He's saying his name right. And then I saw Goku was like, Golorio, and it was like, oh shit, he's saying Golorio, like a dumbass that he is, but you know, whatever. So they go, you know, the route that Pansy takes them on or whatever. And like through this route, you know, they're talking, they're showing like a little montage and stuff or whatever. Pansy does say that Dabura wasn't as bad as Goma. And like, that's crazy because Goma literally has only been ruling for a day. Not even that long, because when they meet up with the king, he literally says they were like gone for a fucking day. Like, that's how like Glorio flew to Universe 7 to planet Earth, and then he like flew back, and that was it. Like, you know what I'm saying? What's her name? I'm sorry. Pansy reveals that the lifespan of the fucking like people in the demon realm are 1,000 years. So that means, I don't know how that kind of works for the Namekians that no longer live in the demon realm. Do they still get to live until they are 1,000 years old or not? You know what I'm saying? Because I'm pretty sure Dende was probably born on Namek, and of course Piccolo was born on Earth. So that you know, I'm kind of you know, like, and how old is Boo? I thought Boo was like thousands of years old. No, and like and Bibbidi and Bobbidi. I could be wrong. I gotta go back and watch Dragon Ball Z. Pansy reveals that she is, of course, 82 years old. That's what I was talking earlier. This actually, oh, okay. So as this episode was going on, and Pansy's told Goku that she was like good with machines, and she did like this kind of innocent looking face or whatever, I literally told myself, I really hope there aren't perverts out there that are going to make like fan-made type of bullshit with her, because she's only like 6, but she's 82 and she looks young for an 82-year-old. And now that people know she's 82, the pervs are gonna come out. You know what I'm saying? Like, the pervs are coming out, and it's gonna be fucking, it's gonna suck because she looks like a fucking kid. So they reach, God, I don't know, they really pissed me off. Anyways, they reach, I think it's called Kaden Castle, which is the king, of course. Goku says it's fucking raggedy, pretty much, which it fucking is. It does not look like a castle. Glorio calls the king an uncivilized mob boss, and Pansy kind of defends him and is like, he only steals from criminals and kills bad people. And I'm like, why are you... Someone's fucking car just went off, bruh. You gotta be kidding me. Anyways, so Pansy's like, yeah, he only kills the bad people or whatever. And she's like defending him, and I'm like, why are you defending the king? Like, what is going on here? But I didn't put two and two together. Some lady, some fucking servant of Goma's was like reading the Dende or whatever, which, you know, pisses me off. Dende should fucking be a child and not a baby. He was a fucking adult in Z, but anyways, Goma tells her, like, hey, you need to treat him good. He's very important. He's going to make the new Demon Dragon Balls. So I kind of wonder how that would happen. Like, what would happen to the 3 Dragon Balls that are guarded by the Tamagamis? Like, will they still exist if new Dragon Balls are created? Because obviously that's the reason Goma wants to make these Dragon Balls, because he, of course, he cannot fight the Tamagamis. Neither can Degisu. So, like, will these Dragon Balls just, like, render the other ones useless? That's kind of what I want to know. They pull up, Goku and the gang pull up to the castle, and it's here that we find out that Pansy is actually a princess. She is the daughter of the king. Goku says she doesn't look like a princess, and, you know, she doesn't. As they enter the castle, they go on a tour of the low-budget kingdom, because, of course, as you know, the third planet, the third world or whatever, is the poor world. Like, right, they're pretty much poor. There's really no other way to put it. They're poor. We get the shot of Dr. Mew, which turns out to be the king, who's like just big fat guy, not menacing at all. You know, I don't know how he became king. He steals from people to get his shit. So I don't know. Now, this is kind of where it gets interesting. We find out that the king did not send Glorio to go get Goku. He did not. And this is kind of what I kind of mentioned in episode 2, I think it was. Glorio comes and he tells them, like, yeah, me and the king were watching you guys, like, on a screen. He sent me to get y'all, yada, yada, yada. Glorio saw Goku and them while he was lurking in Goma's castle, bro. Like, he was not watching, like, the events of the Buu Saga with his king. He was watching it as Goma and Degisu were watching it, and Arinsu were watching it. Which, by the way, we have not seen, like, those characters since the first episode. So hopefully we get them fairly soon. But yeah, so I was kind of skeptical at that. Of course, Shin Supreme Kai, he's been skeptical. So now I'm really skeptical to see kind of like what's going on with Glorio. Is he a good guy? Is he a bad guy? Hopefully we find out soon. The king, Caden, pretty much says he wants to become the supreme demon king, which is the ruler of all the demon realm, because he wants to bring the demon world peace. So he doesn't seem like a bad guy, which we found out not everyone in the demon realm is evil. He then offers Goku to marry Pansy, and Pansy's like, what? Like, you can't do that. You can't make me marry him. And Goku's like, no, I can't do that. I'm married and I have kids. And everyone's like, well, not everyone, but those two, they're like, what the hell? Like, how the fuck do you have kids? You know? And that's when Supreme Kai tells them, like, yo, Goma wished for us to be kids, yada, yada, yada. We got to go rescue Dende, and we got to retrieve the Dragon Balls. That's when Cotton's like, you're going to fight the Tamagamis for the Dragon Balls? Like, I mean, I guess if you beat Buu, you can beat them, yada, yada, yada. That makes me believe, like, of course, that's why Goku had to be transformed into a kid. He had to be, like, his powers had to be kind of reduced for this. But the king is like, all right, if you're as strong as you say you are, let's put it to the test, you know? Like, let's see what you can do. So they go out to the courtyard, and Goku's like, all right, cool, time for some training. Everyone's like, training? Like, nah, bro, we finna whoop your ass. But that does not happen, because we get another dope-ass fucking fight scene, bro. Goku is like whooping fucking ass, bro. Oh my god. The fight scenes in this fucking show are amazing. amazing. I'm so in love with the fight scenes in this fucking show, bro. So Goku goes Super Saiyan for a split second. He doesn't maintain it. He doesn't try to keep it or whatever. This is like his training session. And then the last guy standing just is like, I don't want no part of fuck. I don't want this, bro. Like, you win, bro. Just go on. So the king's impressed. He ends up giving them a ship for them to travel around in. It's a piece of shit, of course. Shin ends up telling him, like, yo, we have other people that are trying to make it. I couldn't relate to them the pin code. So Cotton gets this weird looking fucking guy named Hibis or whatever it was to go and retrieve Vegeta, Kibito, Bulma, and Piccolo. So I'm really glad that Piccolo is going to be a part of this. Hopefully we can see him fight, a lot, actually. And the reason I'm like glad for that, because like it kind of takes me back to like Super Broly, like where it was like, I think Piccolo was really the only other Z fighter shown in that, other than Goku and Vegeta. So really, really happy for that. That it's not just going to be the Goku and Vegeta show. We're getting Piccolo. Hopefully even Supreme Kai and Kibito fight. Like, I think that would be dope. And Bulma can't fight, so I'm not even gonna say that shit. So before they take off, Supreme Kai tells Goku, like, yo, we can't fully like trust Glorio, bro. Like something is not right. He told us that the king sent him only for the king to tell us that Glorio, went to him and was like, I know people from the outside world. You know what I'm saying? Like, Goku's kind of like, I guess, like, whatever, nigga. Like, I don't care. Like, I just want to fight. Like, that's all that nigga cares about. So, Glorio, Goku, Supreme Kai, and Pansy take off. As they take off, the ship goes down. Boom, bam, kablam. And that's the end of the episode. That's it. Like, the ship goes down. So that's where Pansy comes in, right? She's good with machines. She's gonna fix the ship or whatever. And then the preview for the next episode showed Goku and Glorio fighting, so I'm guessing they're training or whatever. Of course, Goku is the type of nigga to hold back on people, right? He kind of matches their power, cause like, I don't know, he's a weirdo. He just likes to fight, bro. That episode is called Lightning. Not sure why it's called Lightning. I guess we're gonna find out. Lightning in a bottle. Like, does Glorio have lightning magic or something? I don't know. We're gonna find out. But yeah, that was the episode. And again, good episode. Like, I don't think they've had a miss at all so far, in my opinion. I still think the best episode is 1 and 3. I think. Is that what I said? 1 and 3? What happened in the last episode? No. I don't know. It's a tie between excuse me. It's a tie between 3 and 4, honestly. This one was really good. Like I said, that fight scene was just amazing. I didn't get to go watch it in English because, like, I just didn't have the time. I'm not sure when the official English dub drops, but when it does, of course, I will be watching this shit all over again. I'm gonna wait for it to finish in Japanese before I watch it in English, though. So I will say that. Kind of how I did with Super. I'm actually rewatching Super right now in English. So yep, can't wait for this to complete, and then of course rewatch it in English. And then I cannot wait for us to get more Dragon Ball Super. Whether they animate Moro and all that, I really just want to see kind of like how DAIMA and Super connects, because that in my opinion has my attention more than anything. So anyways, y'all, that is it for the video. Don't forget to drop a like, comment, and subscribe for some more Dragon Ball Sparking Zero videos, Dragon Ball DAIMA reviews, and Lenovo Legion Go videos. And I'll see y'all in the next one. I am out. Peace.